Yeah, I finished the decorating, so I figured I'd show. This is in my bedroom. I got these friends I forgot that I had till now, and then all this is up here, and you probably saw my Christmas lights. Those are up over the year though, so that's not anything new. But this was painted by Lamlan. It's beautiful. I have that up every year too. And the only other thing that we have now is this village. It's all finished. I pretty much did everything I needed to do with it. I feel like it's been completed. We got some friends back here, and this little tree scene here with the ponies you made for Christmas. We got Santa, because my mom got me a Lego Santa for Christmas last year, so I built him. Fits in there. Got a little pure muscle action going on back there. And, yeah, and some friends over here enjoying the winter weather. So that's all, all pretty cool. I also had done a Thanksgiving thing with the Scooby-Doo people in the little house. They got a Christmas tree now, too. I'll have to try to use that for more stuff, but I think all my Christmas decorating is pretty much done now, so we can get over to our calendar, and we can enjoy our day. I did a unboxing video for these friends just the other day. If you get over to my other Holly's Pony Adventures channel, you can check that out. But today we're going to give it up for day 17. Oh man, we're getting that close. There's almost only a week left. Tomorrow there'll only be a week left. Yeah, I don't know anything could happen, and I've got more characters, more skits, more fun things, but today we're just going to check out what's here. Under door 17. And there is a pony. There is an actual pony in there. There's another, is this the, at the end, this looks almost, this is Rarity. It's just Rarity. They just made Rarity. Yeah. Snowflake Rarity. Is Snowflake Rarity on the front? Let's see. Any of these ponies? Yeah, she's right there. That's basically this unicorn. Yeah, right there. So we got this unicorn, whoever she is, who kind of looks like Rarity. I wonder, I'm assuming you get most of the characters that are on the front of this, probably. I don't know. These are all pretty generic characters. This has been fun, but this is, I guess, about what I expected to get out of this whole. At the end, I'll take a look and we'll compare how many of the same molds we got and everything. We even got 2 of the same dog at this point, They're not exactly the most creative. We'll see you over there for Madvent. Hello and welcome back. Are you ready to do a little research on the side today, friends, and find out what Madvent dreams we are chasing today? Because that's what this is all about, right? We're chasing the dreams of Madvent, the dreams of the dreamers that have made these for us, and we're gonna give it up for day 17. We had we learned the promise of the glass houses last time, and nothing happened in that game. This whole week, nothing has happened in these games. It feels very empty. The lounge, we're on a big block of ice in the garage, and Kruger is working on something over here. I guess it's always the same guy. I guess it's supposed to simulate the fact that you're like following SD Kruger around. There's probably the next day is right there. I would guess. I can even click on that if I want to. That's interesting. But for today, we're looking at the evidence. A murder, a spaceship, 8 suspects, 3 hours. Oh boy. Find the killer. A short murder mystery where you must interview guests and crew members to uncover a time-sensitive murder plot. So this is like the first game was a murder mystery. Interesting. By Ruben Tippark. Well, something sounds sus here. On this crew, we might have to find out which one of these crewmates is actually an imposter. They describe these to us all the time, and then I go to play the games and they're nothing like what they've explained. But we'll find out. This is a weird thing going on here. Let's see what the lounge is. Oh boy. I'm really in space. Again, though. No, we have full screen toggle. We don't have mouse sensitivity. Because it's not as bad as the other thing. It's not as bad as... Whoa. Whatever that was. What's it called? Express Shift, but it's still pretty bad. Autopsy report. Talk to pathologist first. Security log. Station security. Oh my god. Is this gonna... This is gonna be an actual thing I have to solve, though. Oh, no. I'm too dumb for this. Commander Vaughn's advanced medical training record shows she has the skills to perform precise injections. The ambassador's personal key card, so it's recently used at the medical bay. I don't know what actually happened. Suspects file. I gotta talk to the pathologist. Forensic DNA from the ambassador's fingernails matches Commander Vaughn and trace amounts of Dr. Thorne. Don't know what this one says. Let's see what we got here. Bertrunium sample. Exotic radioactive material used in the murder. Extremely rare and expensive buyer. Supply chain Kilroth, Lucky Chen, Dr. Sarah Kerrigan. Unknown buyer. A personal data pad found near the body contains encrypted messages. 4 access codes used on Ambassador's door and his own. Diplomatic 1 Thorn, Diplomatic 2 Vaughn, overrides Soils. Okay, who are you? Are you the pathologist? The bartender. Welcome to the lounge, detective. The Tolarian ambassador is dead. So this is Star Trek. Found this morning, Christmas Day, murdered on Christmas Eve. So it's Christmas in space. Also, I like how there's a little portrait in the upper right that's supposed to tell you what they actually look like, not this weird polygon man. This is no accident. You need to question the suspects and determine motive, means, and opportunity. Determine who is guilty before the Tolarians arrive. Failure to do so will mean all-out war. I've called the pathologists. They should be arriving at the table shortly with the preliminary findings. Time is running out, detective. Good luck. Oh, so... Wait, do I not leave then? Oh, I can't leave the lounge. I see. That's the point. We're in the lounge the whole time. Oh no. Oh, it's Dr. Harmon Kerrigan. Good. It's not a and he's a dude. It's not Sarah Kerrigan. I have bad StarCraft flashbacks. Oh, this is the chief medical officer. Here we go. Before we begin, I left the autopsy report over there on the table. Can you bring that over here? Teaching me how to play the game. Okay. I don't think we're in time limit mode yet. Bertrunium shards in an injection. That's not murder, detective. That's a statement. Whoever did this wanted it personal, painful, and invisible to scanners. They also had to know Tolarian physiology. Bertrunium reacts with their copper-based blood in a way that, let's say, cascading organ failure doesn't quite cover it. Time of death, approximately 300 hours. He was found collapsed near his bed, diplomatic robes disheveled. I have a feeling this is all we're doing today. I don't think we're going to have time for another game after this. Also, this has no... Did I... Hang on. No, this has no sound. This has absolutely no sound. That's dumb. The injection site shows faint scorch marks on his neck, right-handed attacker, close personal range. This required medical knowledge. Which honestly might be good, because if I had, I don't know, like, if there was music going on, it might be harder for me to think, and I have a feeling this is going to be kind of hard. Right-handed attacker, scorch marks, yeah. Trace amounts of sedative in his system, not lethal, but enough to make him drowsy. Someone prepared him for the kill. His personal pad shows a meeting at 2100 hours with someone marked as TB in his calendar. There was a half-empty glass of Tolarian ceremonial wine on the nightstand. The wine contained the sedative. His diplomatic lockbox was open. It requires both biometric scan and a 6-digit code. Someone with intimate knowledge opened it. Door logs show 4 different access codes used that night. His own, 1 override code, and 2 diplomatic access codes. Look for someone with medical training, access to Bertrunium, diplomatic codes, and knowledge of Tolarian customs. That's all I have for now, detective. You may start by reviewing the suspect's file. Okay, well, let's look at the suspect's file. No interviews yet. We've got Ensign Torque, junior engineer. Chief Petty Officer Raina Soils, head of ship security, master at arms. She went in there. We had her in there. That's who Soils is. Lieutenant Marcos, tactical officer. Commander Solera Vaughn, Ambassador's head of security. Dr. Alyssa Thorne, xenobiologist and cultural liaison. Wow, that's not suspicious, but I'm sure. I have a feeling I know what's going on. Maven Kilroth, trace negotiator, civilian. If I've watched enough Star Trek to know that all the things that the guy just told me are going to be not true, it's not going to be someone who knew any of that stuff. It's just going to be somebody who was smart enough to figure out how to fake it. Tavora, Federation diplomatic attack. Ship's quartermaster and supply officer Lucky Chan. I have a feeling it's going to be one of the people who aren't part of the main crew too, right? Because they're part of the cast. Why would we expect that? Tab is canceled. Okay, well, we viewed the suspect's file. We can't. Yeah, usual access patterns. Oh wait, when we see trace amounts of Dr. Thorne. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Thorne is... But she's probably the one who looked it over, I would guess, because she's a xenobiologist. Yeah, see, they're trying to make Commander Vaughn look suspicious, but someone's trying to frame Commander Vaughn. I have a feeling here that's what's going on. Personal data pad containing encrypted messages. And there was something here that I couldn't quite read, yeah. The override is Soils. Okay, Soils got in. So Thorne and, yeah, C. Vaughn. What was the bartender had to say? Go talk to Dr. Kerrigan, the ship's pathologist. Okay. That's all I have for non-detective. You may start by reviewing the suspect's file. So, is that how we set up interviews? We just click on people in here? Bartender Zix? Yeah, so we have to interview everybody, huh? Okay, so we want to talk to Dr. Alyssa Thorne, that's for sure. And we might as well talk to Solera Vaughn also. They seem like the most important. Actually, I want to talk to Soils because I want to know what she was doing there. I'm saving her for later because I have a feeling there's things I have to do. Actually, do we just do one at a time? Or I must select exactly 2 characters. Okay. Okay. We got Dr. Alyssa Thorne here, so let's talk to her. Oh, Detective, this is just devastating. The ambassador and I were collaborating on xenobiological compatibility studies. He was so vital to my research in Tellurian physiology and biochemistry. I can't believe, who would... This is just terrible for everyone involved. So you're supposed to be suspicious, but I don't think you're the one who did it. Do you need me to explain Tellurian metabolic processes? I can explain those. Where were you? Me? I was in my quarters right next door, actually. We were on the same deck for diplomatic protocol reasons. I was reviewing my notes, missed the crew Christmas party to finish my research, cross-referencing Tellurian biological markers, fascinating stuff. I didn't hear anything unusual. The walls are quite thick, soundproof for privacy. Professional, purely professional. It was in a biological research subject for the peace talks. He was fascinating, actually. His physiology was unlike anything I'd studied before. We spent hours discussing Tellurian biochemistry. He taught me so much about the metabolic systems and... Okay. That's, I think, where we're at with you. Let's see what you have to say. Soils? Detective, I've already prepared prior to my initial statement to the station security. I take Ambassador's death occurred during my ship. I take full responsibility for the failure to prevent it. My duty is to protect everyone on the ship. I failed. That's all there is to it. I mean, I was hoping there was more I could say than this. I'll call us Soils, but you were Raina Soils down here. Professional. The ambassador was a VIP under my protection. I briefed him weekly on security protocols. He was difficult sometimes. Thought security procedures were excessive. Refused escort details. I respected his position, but he made my job harder than it needed to be. I was conducting security sweeps Deck 2 through Deck 5 standard patrol route. I logged in the security system. The ambassador's quarters are on Deck 3. I passed by his door approximately 2:25 hours. Everything appeared normal. No disturbances, no unauthorized access alerts. I could hear my patrol. So, that's a little strange, don't you think? Considering that you were... Yeah. She continued her patrol. I guess she... did? I don't know, man. That's strange to me. I don't suspect any of these people, though. That's the thing. What was this one? Yeah. Kilroth, Lucky Chen, Carrion. Yeah, we should talk to Solera Vox, I guess. So let's Solera Vaughn. Let's talk to Lucky Chen also. 1 hour passed, 2 hours left. Oh, this is all I get to do, I see. The ambassador was more than my assignment, detective. He was the finest example of Tolarian honor I've ever known. Whoever did this didn't just kill a diplomat, they murdered hope itself. I should have been there. I should have protected him. Where were you? I was in the gymnasium, Deck 7, Section B. I run combat drills every night from 200 to 400 hours. No. You accessed his quarters at that time. It's logged in the facility access records. I was alone. I prefer it that way. Fewer distractions. Professional, nothing more. I was his head of security for 3 years. The ambassador was married to a member of the Tolarian nobility. Our relationship was strictly duty-bound. I admired his dedication to peace. That is all. I don't believe you. You dare question my honor? I devoted everything to protecting him. Fine, you want the truth? I cared for him more than I should have, but I would never harm him. He was married to my sister, detective. Do you understand what that means in Tolarian culture? It means my feelings were forbidden. J'accuse! Hang on. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna talk to Chen for a second. Detective, terrible business. Just terrible. The ambassador seemed like a stand-up fellow. Really real tragedy, this whole thing. Me? I was in Cargo Bay 3 all night cutting medical supplies. Really worked, let me tell you. Look, I run a tight ship with my inventory. If something's missing, I'd know about it. You need anything, information, supplies, a sympathetic ear, Lucky Chen your man. So, I feel like I'm a guest character coming into Star Trek to investigate this murder, right? I'm not one of the crew. So you're not supposed to like my character. My whereabouts, like I said, Cargo Bay 3 all night long. Got the inventory likes to prove it. Medical supplies, food rations, spare parts, the usual. No one saw me because no one works that shift. I prefer the quiet for counting. Besides, what would a quartermaster want with a dead ambassador? I deal in supplies, not politics. I mean, you have something to do with the ambassador? I met him once, maybe twice. Diplomatic ties don't usually need quartermasters. He requested some fur, girly comfort items when he first boarded, cultural foods, that sort of thing. I got them for him. Legitimate procurement, all above board. Nice guy, tip well. Shame what happened to him. Ah, Mr. Quartermaster, you know about the beryllium sample, though. I don't understand how you have that. But anyway, I have to get something here. I mean, she was literally there when she said she was supposed to be in the gym, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, this is confusing to me. What does Kilroth have to do with any of this other stuff? Trade negotiator, okay. Anyway, I think we need to, yeah, we need to do some more digging with you, Solara. I don't want to... More questions? Make them count, detective. I won't be here forever. Okay, door access logs. Vaughn's code used. This. Yes, I have diplomatic access to number 2. I've heard of the security detail. I'm head of a security detail. How else would I protect him? I checked on him at 2200 hours during security sweep. He was alive when I left. I don't believe you. You said you were in the gym. You dare question my honor? I mean, you literally said... So, how about this? So what if my DNA was there? We were close, closer than we should have been. But that doesn't mean I killed him. It means I cared. Is that a crime now? I mean, we're also going to this one. My medical certification? You think you know I have those skills? Fine, yes, I knew exactly where to inject. I knew what Petruni would do to his copper-based blood. I am a trained warrior detective. When I strike with precision. That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? But you don't understand why. In Talarian culture, an arranged marriage is a cage for the soul. Death is the only key. Yeah, hey man. I've been thinking about timeline. Ambassador's ceremonial wine around 2100 hours right before he went to bed. Strange thing is, Commander Vaughn took emergency personal leave during our own security shift, middle of the night. Who does that? Here's the kicker. Access logs show 2 different diplomatic codes used that night. 2 people visited him. Yeah, so... I mean... We know it was her. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? I've said all I have to say, detective. Well, am I allowed to... Do I have to... Well, let's talk to Kilroth. And you, then. I don't know. 1 hour left. I'm pretty sure it was her. Detective, I've been expecting you. Oh, this is a guy. Please sit. Can I offer you a drink? I understand you need to ask questions. I'm a businessman. Transparency is good for business. Yes, I knew Ambassador Lorath. We were in preliminary discussions about establishing trade routes to the Fergoli space. His death is unfortunate, bad for business. Very bad for business. Very bad for business. My whereabouts? Simple. I was in my guest quarters all evening. If I had a long day of negotiations, poured myself a Talarian brandy, reviewed some contracts. Fell asleep around 2300, woke up to security pounding at my door at 200. No witnesses, unfortunately. When you're as successful as I am, you learn to enjoy your own company. Ambassador Lorath and I were business associates, nothing more, nothing less. He was negotiating on behalf of the Fergoli Collective. I represent several shipping consortiums. If this peace treaty goes through, there will be enormous opportunities for legitimate trade. And I, detective, am always positioned to capitalize on opportunity. Yeah, I really don't have anything about you. You're a smuggler, but I really don't need you for anything. I'm just trying to kill time. Detective, I anticipated your arrival. Please be seated. I am Tavora, Federation Diplomatic Attaché. I serve as a liaison between Starfleet Command and the Fergoli Collective. Oh my god, it's even Starfleet Command. It's the Federation Diplomatic Attaché. So this is literally Star Trek. It's just a different ship. Ambassador Lorath's death is unfortunate. So this is literally a Vulcan. He was a skilled negotiator. His loss will delay the peace process significantly. However, emotion serves no purpose in this investigation. Logic will reveal the perpetrator. This is literally a Vulcan! This is Star Trek! Ambassador Lorath and I maintained a professional diplomatic relationship. We collaborated on the Fergoli peace treaty negotiations. His insights into collective politics were valuable. However, he was prone to emotional decision-making, a common trait among non-Calurian species. I respected his position, but did not share his optimism regarding the true treaty timeline. My whereabouts are a matter of record. I was in my assigned quarters from 2200 to 700 hours. I was engaged in meditation. The Culinar disciplines require 4 hours of deep contemplation daily. I did not leave my quarters. I did not receive visitors. I have no knowledge of the ambassador's death until security informed me at 647 hours. Is there a logical reason to doubt this account? There is not. Talk to 65 solution of the murder. Okay, time's up, Detective. The Tellurian delegation is demanding answers. You think you've got it figured out? Once you make your accusation, there's no taking it back. They need to know who killed Ambassador Lorath and how they did it and why. Get it wrong and we're all dead. Are you ready to solve this case? Yes, I'm ready. I was ready a while ago. Alright, Detective, the Tellurian delegation's waiting. Let's do this. First question. Who killed Ambassador Lorath? I mean, yeah. So, oh, Webb was a suspect. Interesting. Also, Kerrigan is a suspect. But no, Solara Vaughn pretty much all but admitted to it because she was in love with him and he was married to her sister and she couldn't have him. Like, that's literally what I would do. I mean, she all but admitted to it. Who was the accomplice? Okay, I didn't get this. There was an accomplice? I mean, probably the xenobiologist, right? I didn't interview Webb, and that guy didn't do anything. He was just he's just the guy, right? The killer acted alone. I think the killer acted alone. No, wait. She would have given him the wine. Because she was there earlier, yeah. Yeah, and this is yeah. It's the Bertrinium injection causing radiation poisoning. That was the murder weapon, clearly. How was he incapacitated? I mean, he was via drug ceremonial wine. That's clear. Who administered the sedative? That's Lissa. Who performed the lethal injection? Solara. What Commander Vaughn's primary motive? Romantic obsession with the... Revenge for a family betrayal. Now, is it romantic obsession? I think it's a romantic obsession. Congratulations, Detective. You correctly identified Commander Solara Vaughn, Dr. Lissa Thorne as the conspirators behind Ambassador Lorath's murder. The Tellurian delegation accepts your findings. The peace treaty will proceed. War has been averted. Billions of lives have been saved because of your detective work. That really wasn't that hard, actually. I didn't like actually talk to the xenobiologist as much as I could have, but knowing that she knows all the customs, it would have made sense that she would have known to do that. But I don't know why she would have helped Solara. I don't know that. But you can play this yourself and find out yourself. I like Star Trek. This was fun. It had nothing to do with Christmas aside from the fact that it supposedly takes place on Space Christmas. Happy Madvent. We'll see you tomorrow.